I'm back. Lots of convos going on. I'll try and catch up. Give me a second. Harry says hello. How are you? Same old. Tired, the usual. Tired, exhausted. How about you? Hope you're good. Give me a second. Catherine says, hey, how's it going? Hope you're good. Fish says, my country. Yeah, how are you doing against Albania? It's 0-0 still. The General says, evening. How are you? Hope you are good. Hope you're all well. I'm excited for the Legends game on Saturday. That should be good. Apparently, Thiago is playing and Gerrard's playing, and Klopp is coaching. So that should be pretty fun. Harry's all right. Call of Duty is fully installed now. We should be playing that soon. Isak, as in Alexander Isak to Barcelona. Is this a different Isak, or is this Alexander Isak to Barcelona? Stefan said, I used to be his friend, but then he became a famous star with a hat. It did make me laugh when you put the comment earlier today. And it was something. And he said, I like him because he wears a hat. I thought that was quite funny. Is Shirky starting, says Wolverine. Let's have a quick look. Where are we? I don't see him. Let me correct this for you. He's not starting. So France have got Magnan, Gusto, Canate. I mean, that's a bit of a surprise. Canate, Upamecano, Hernandez, Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Dembele, Olise, Mbappe, Ekitike. Okay, interesting. Ekitike is starting. He's recovered from his broken leg the other day, which is always good. Brazil got Edison, Wesley, Bremer, Pereira, Santos, Casemiro. Interesting. Santos, Cunha, Rafinha, Martinelli, and Vinicius. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hans Niemann talking about breakups. I mean, breakups are quite complicated. General says, come on, Wales, we're going to win the World Cup. It's possible. Especially with Harry Wilson in pretty good form. You've got a chance. I mean, everyone's got a chance, to be honest. Is that a Germany shirt? It is. Decided to be a bit ironic and wear a Germany shirt during a France versus Brazil game. I mean, partly because I don't own a France shirt or a Brazil shirt, and I've been looking for an excuse to wear this Germany shirt. So I figured this is a pretty good excuse. Oh yeah, Italy versus Northern Ireland. Yeah, that should be on as well. Fish says, you heard Payet retired and Sergio Romero retired. No. When was that? Was that recently, or was that a while back? Graduation Enjoyer says, do you think Akliouche would be a good Salah replacement? He would be my choice as a first choice or as a backup. I can't lie, I kind of want Michael Olise because apparently he's available. Apparently he has a release clause that is active at the end of the year. So if he's available, I think Liverpool should be in for him, 100%. But the thing is, everyone's going to be in for him, and it's going to be a pretty hard sell, I think, to kind of get him. But if he's available, he'd be my first choice. But I like the news that's coming out now that Liverpool are not just after one winger, they're after two. Because I've been saying for a while, I think the issue is the distinct lack of pace. Chicken Wing, also known as Doge, also known as Custard Cream Sandwich, says hello. How's it going? Hope you're good. General is thinking about putting a formal complaint in. Do you know Liverpool haven't got 6 stars on our shirts? Thinking of calling the club. The thing is, if you call the club, they'll release a normal shirt, and then they'll also release a shirt with the 6 stars on it, and the 6-star shirt is going to cost about £50 extra. So I think I think they'll steal your idea, but they'll add it as an additional shirt, and they'll probably charge extra for it. Up the toffees says tight on the toffees. I can't lie, I'm a bit concerned that you might you might finish above us this season, but you seem to be doing pretty good. Oh right, okay, crazy FC guy. What's up with your username? I mean, it's all good, but hope you're good in Norway. Fish says buy a Poland shirt with fish and 17 on the back. I mean, I can do, but what is the significance of the number 17? Barbecue says, what is you prognostic? I think so. I'll go with that. Hope you're good. I don't know what a prognostic is. Chicken Wing says, did you recently come out the shower? Yes. I mean, I always have a shower before a stream, because there's nothing worse than looking at somebody who's... I was going to say looking at somebody who's ugly, but I can't help that. But looking at somebody who's sweaty and looks a mess. So I always have a shower. Is it because my eyes have gone red? Is that why? The general's got a good lawyer. That's good. It's good to hear. It's good to hear, because if you call the club up, they will 100% steal your idea. But it is a good one. You can imagine that happening, though. You can imagine that happening. Commemorative European Cup shirt for an extra £50. Crazy FC guy has not been liking the Liverpool matches recently. Me neither. Partly why I've decided to wear a Germany shirt today. I was looking at my kind of collection of shirts, and Liverpool shirt, and I was like, let's go for something different. So yeah, I don't blame you, but Salah news has come out, which I take as a positive in the sense that it kind of gets it out of the way, and it doesn't kind of rumble on as a saga. So it's good that that's kind of being dealt with maturely, and hopefully it gives Liverpool more time to sort out a replacement. That's what I'd hope at the very least. Stefan does not have a Poland fish shirt yet, but there's always time. Chicken Wing says my eye is extremely red. They're always red because I always have a shower before the stream, and I always get stuff in my eye. It doesn't hurt. It looks a lot worse than it is, but it doesn't hurt. Grace says, "How's your cat?" He's alright. Had 2 injections yesterday, but he seems okay today. We'll have to see how that goes. Hans Niemann's cat died. I'm sorry to hear that. Chicken Wing says, why is Kanate the only one not wearing the France tracksuit jacket? What up? But he's giving it away. Fair enough. Stefan says, you're not ugly. You would look like a beautiful girl in an Oldham Athletic shirt. That's good to know. I might try that one day and see how it goes for me. I'm 100% sure I didn't fart in my eye. I could try, but I'd have to bend. To a extreme angle. Chicken Wing says, "What's your cat's name?" Axel, AXL. Mr. Default says, United. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. They're about to... Why have they not kicked off? Have they not kicked off yet? What's going on, man? Still going. Also, I planted strawberries. Can you see? I've planted strawberries in that pot underneath the light. So we're gonna see we're gonna see if any strawberries actually grow. So right now I bought a strawberry plant. It's very small and it's in that pot that is under the light. So the plan is we'll see over the World Cup if I get any strawberries. I don't know if they'll grow there. If they'll grow there, but it's under a light. So let's see what happens. That's one of my projects. The plan is like it will kind of grow and it will kind of occupy the space, but let's see. Let's see. Grace says I'm not ugly. Appreciate that. Cunha hat-trick, says Mr. Default. And possibly also Casemiro hat-trick, because that... I was going to say that fat clown, but that's a bit harsh. But that guy always seems to kind of score, even though he's a defensive midfielder. You're only going for a hat-trick, though, because France have Kanate in defense. So I think Cunha will get a hat-trick. I think Casemiro will get a hat-trick. And I think Pele might come back just for this game and also get a hat-trick. Is this the new kit? This blue one? It's interesting. It's very Birmingham City. Or Neymar hat-trick. Fair enough. I mean, Neymar's got as much a chance of getting one as Pele. I think at this point. A bit of positivity. Hugo Boss with a lot of S's says Ekatike hat-trick, bro. I'm just glad he's fit. Had a bit of a what's the word? Got a bit worried when he went off injured the other day, but thankfully he seems to be okay. Grace says, how's your day been? Same old. Started doing the gardening again. I bought some strawberry plants, planted some strawberries. I got 12 strawberry plants. I've planted like 4 or 5 of them. So that kept me occupied. Did stuff around the house. Did a bit of cooking. I made some chicken, which is very nice. And other than that, I had work, which was busy. How about you? Grace says, you streaming England, as in England for the World Cup? If it's on a suitable time, yes. And if I can fit it around work, then yes. That is my name. Is that 7 times? Yeah, it's dependent on the time. It's dependent on the timing and also dependent on kind of what I have to do on that day. I'll try my best to kind of fit it in as I can. But Grace made a good point that some of the games kick off at 9 p.m. I'm still awake at 9 p.m, but I'll kind of try my best. Oh no, not tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. But in the when the World Cup starts, possibly. Fish, I got no idea what you're talking about. Like literally. I've been trying to kind of what's the word? Multitask and try and read this. I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Oh, they finally kicked off. Thank the Lord for that. Because I've been trying to figure out what the hell Fish is talking about. Where's the timer? Where is that again? It's over here, isn't it? Grace says, why you look so sad today? Somebody said it's because of my eyes. They asked, I think it was Chicken Wing was saying, did you have a shower? And I was like, yeah, I always have a shower before the stream. But I think I must have got something in my eyes. Which is yeah, it must have been shower gel. But yeah, it's not. I mean, it looks a lot worse than it is. 100% looks a lot worse than it is. I mean, Viam is saying the same thing. It must be my eye. I'm not particularly sad. Maybe I should give you a hug. You could do. You might make it worse or you might make it better, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Stefan says England World Cup games start at, is that 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. and 10 p.m.? If it's 9 p.m., I could maybe just about do it. 10 p.m. ain't gonna fly, especially if I have work the next day. But 9 p.m. is probably the latest. I could stretch to. Abid says he's a fluffy boy. Is that fluffy like a cat or in a different in a different connotation. So I can assure you it'll be better. The fact that you assured me does give me a level of confidence. So I think the hug is something I need to sign up for. Grace says I'll give you a virtual hug. I'll take that. Viam says Croatia winning the World Cup. It could happen. It could happen. Today we've been here for about 10 minutes. We've had Wales are going to win the World Cup, England are going to win the World Cup, and Croatia. But it's possible. Croatia do have this ability to kind of get very far in tournaments. So wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Respect the timer. Viam's from Australia, mate. Nice. Whereabouts? Oh, I seem less jolly today. I've been busy. As I said, I was doing the gardening. I've not gone for a walk today. That could be why. Oh no, I was doing deadlifting today. That's it. I you know how I was saying I was trying to get back into the gym. So I've been doing deadlifting today. That's probably why I'm out of energy. So that's an exercise that works the central nervous system and makes you fall asleep. That is probably what it is, to be honest. 10 p.m. is going to be very tough unless it's a weekend. But 9 p.m. should be manageable. Yeah, past midnight's not going to happen. Viam's from Victoria, very nice. Hans Neiman says, read my effing comments, you cutie. I mean, it's probably YouTube blocking them if you're saying certain words it blocks. I don't block it. It's YouTube's filter, so they're probably not coming up. That's the only comment that's come up, this one over here. So are you sure you're not Jonathan? Because that sounds like something Jonathan would say, but I don't know. Owner says, show the TV, please. There you go. There's a TV behind me. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? There is actually a TV behind me, but there's nothing on it. Yeah, it's going to be really weird seeing Brazil wear blue, but that's life sometimes. Why can't Brazil just wear yellow? Why can't Brazil just wear yellow and France wear blue? What's that about? Is there a reason Brazil are wearing white? Surely if Brazil... Is life not just easier if Brazil wear yellow and France wear blue? Why are Brazil wearing blue and France wearing white? This is just unintentionally confusing me. And I was just going to say France hit it over, but Brazil hit it over. I think it's Rafinha. Grace says, who you wanting to win? I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Not overly fussed. It'd be nice if Ekatike got a goal after he broke his leg on the weekend. Fish, I've still got no idea what you're talking about. None. It's like absolutely none. Is this for World Cup qualifier or is it friendly? I think it's a friendly. I thought it was some sort of more meaningful game, but apparently it's just a friendly. But they've put pretty strong lineup out. Hans Neiman says, Sensei taught me how to treat you guys and what keywords I should say if I want to be like him. Fair enough. How is your kind of tutelage currently going with your sensei? Are things going well or could things be better? Fish says, wake up. Clayton lost. That's unfortunate. Where is he in the table? And what's his name? Is Luke Littler still in first place, or is the table looking a bit different? Mbappe's on the left, which is interesting. These colored kits are really gonna repeatedly keep on confusing me. The fact that Brazil are wearing blue, that is just so confusing, because the thing on the screen as well has France in blue, but that's actually Brazil. They could at least color coordinate. They could at least color coordinate the bar on the screen to the kids. Big Papa, possibly Scott Steiner, says, what channel is the game on? ITV4. Grace says, Lord have mercy, I've been looking for a job, it hurt my brain. What kind of job are you looking for? Oh, Clayton's first. Fair enough. Fish says score. I mean, it's still nil-nil at the moment. Yeah, as Stefan says, it's a friendly. The playoffs are an Amazon or VVC. For a friendly, though, to be fair, they do still seem kind of quite up for it. I wonder where this game is being played, like physically. 2 says, let's go Turkey. What's the score? Are you playing Romania, or did you play Romania earlier? 1-0. Oh, nice. 1-0 1-0 win over Turkey. That's pretty good. Hans Niemann says, his sensei, also known as Jonathan, teaches me on chess. And is chess? Is that like something different to chess? And sends me YouTube videos about chess. Sounds pretty good. Have you two kind of played each other yet? Is that something you're looking forward to? 1-0 to Turkey. They won. Indeed, they did. If we have a quick look over here. They beat Romania. Ferdi Kadioglu scored in the 53rd minute. That's pretty good. Looks like you pretty much dominated the game. You had 16 shots versus 6. 544 passes versus 257. Pretty good win, I can't lie. Pretty good. Free kick to... And again, who's wearing white? France. Great assist by Gula Garcia. I'll have to check that out. He's definitely coming into his own this season. Grace says, why is it so dead today? 'Cause nobody cares about international football. All buses. I want to work in Tesco, but you gotta be 18, and there's no buses where I live. That is unfortunate. Could you not get a bus and then walk it the rest of the way? Jobs editor says hello. How's it going? Yeah, but there's no bus stop that go to Tesco where I live. Fair enough. But does it have to be Tesco? Could it not be Sainsbury's or Morrison's or any supermarket? There must be some sort of bus to some sort of supermarket somewhere. You would think. Ooh, Rafinha's through. Good defending by Kanate. Kanate actually manages to defend when he's wearing a France shirt. Dude, I genuinely have no idea what any of that means. Oh right, that's a chess app. I thought you made a typing mistake, and we played once, and he played the guy Roy Lopez and wiped the floor with me in endgame. Well, you'll have to remember that, and then you'll have to wipe the floor with him in the future. Nothing happens with the cross. I bet you Kanate is going to have kind of absolutely the best game ever. And then he's going to come back, wear a red shirt, and be absolutely useless again. Where I live, you need a vehicle to get anywhere. I see. But even then, there's gotta be some sort of supermarket that you can get to with a bus, you would think. France taking this short goal kick. 4 miles to walk from my house. You could walk there every day. It might be a bit. You could work your way up to 4 miles, but it might be a bit excessive. Reluctant Gamer says, "Hey, Brazil versus France. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know either until recently. It's a friendly game. What channel? ITV4. Currently 0-0. For a friendly, to be fair, they seem to be kind of quite up for it. They're kind of not sitting back. There's the co-op I can walk to. There's an option. There's an option right there. Stefan is correct. Comments by Fish are like listening to somebody that's either high or has schizophrenia or maybe has some sort of wonderful concoction of both at the same time. Because I do try and read it, and I'm thinking I've got no idea what any of that says. Reluctant Gamer says thanks, no problem. Happy to help. I'm hoping it's a decent game, but again, and I know I've complained about this 500 times already. I don't like the fact that Brazil are wearing blue, because that is extremely confusing. So Brazil are in blue, France are in white, and that's made even more confusing based on the fact that the color key on the screen has France in blue, but France are not in blue. Hans Niemann will become a grandmaster one day, and will give me a shout out. Appreciate that. When is Europa League? Probably the same week as the Champions League. Hans Niemann is wondering if Fish is not wearing anything. But Fish has not confirmed. Either way. Possible early link up between Elise and Ekatike before he makes the move. Stefan says, once you have a job, then walk in daylight or get a taxi 5 miles if it's dark. That's a good point. That is something that could work. But I'm convinced, even where you live in the north, there must be buses to the supermarket. Is that Kanate again? Kanate's been on fire. See, this is the thing for the national team. He's always so good. But his brain kind of completely goes to sleep when he plays for Liverpool. Oh, he missed. Fair enough. Hans Niemann asking the important question, which I think everybody kind of wonders. What? I think the question should be what does Fish not smoke? Grace is tired. What have you done today that makes you tired? Have you had a long day? Have you had a busy day? I've had work and I've been gardening and I've been exercising. I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to sit up straight in this chair and I can just feel my back tearing apart because I was doing uh back exercises. I can just feel it like tearing like left and right. So that's a good side effect. Grace says, how do you rate my usernames? Pretty good. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I'll give it 9 out of 10. Because 10 out of 10 says there's no room for improvement. I mean, Hans Niemann hates it. Hans Niemann is saying 0 out of 10. You're on your sofa. Lucky for some. I'm on a chair trying to sit up straight. Reluctant Gamer says, are you streaming the England game or another international game? England game will be difficult tomorrow. I'm going to Anfield on Saturday. Something I better not, because otherwise I'll be exhausted during the actual game. So I'm thinking I might need to reserve a bit of strength for Saturday. But in terms of other international games, maybe next week. The thing is, next Friday I'm going to Spain, which means I'm going to miss the Liverpool game on Saturday. So I'm thinking I will probably have to do some sort of international game during the week. But haven't decided which yet. Grace's mom is still at work. What time is she going to finish? Because it's pretty late. You're on your recliner. Everyone's got a better seat than I have. Fish does like minus. It's really annoying, right? It's really annoying when they can do a 1-2, 1-2, back and forth, and then they just kick it out. What is that about? It's like you're waiting for this build up. You're waiting for them to finally kind of make progress into the box, and then they'll just kick it out. Reluctant Gamer says, would you buy the new England kit? What's your thoughts of the design and look? To be honest, it kind of looks very similar to the last one. Let's have a quick look at it. Is this it? Is this the is this the new one? I mean, it's alright. It's fine. I'm not sure about the color. Is the color kind of wool? Is that wool? I mean, at least that's a bit different, to be fair. I would like it. I would like it if it didn't have the V. You know the V in the color. I don't like that. But the general color, I think that's quite nice. The general color with the blue and the white, and then it's the same on the arms. I think that's quite nice. I just don't like the V. Yeah, this is the new one. It's okay. I mean, ultimately, it's quite unmemorable. England kits kind of remind me of Spurs kits, as in Tottenham Hotspur kits. Eventually, they just all kind of blend into one because they all look so similar. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. The red one looks decent. Is that the away kit? Does it away kit out as well? I can't find it. Oh, give me a sec. This, as in this. This shit looks pink. That might just be, it might just be my screen, but that looks pink. It's all right. They're doing the kind of funky thing with the neck that we've got. That reminds me a bit of the current Liverpool away kit, kind of what they're doing with the neck. It's all right. It's okay. It's a bit salmony. Oh, okay. Sometimes when they kind of take professional photos, the color doesn't look like what it actually is. It's okay. It's okay. I would say if this is I'd say if this was more red, rather than pink, I think that would definitely look pretty good. Jeff says, "How's the game?" I mean, the fact that we're looking at kits should sum that up. We were hoping for Brazil versus France, and now we're just googling stuff. So that should summarize how the game is. Billy says, "I don't think we'll get Elise because of this season. We've been poor and we don't have the money." And it's a bit of a tough sell, isn't it? It's a bit of a tough sell to say, "Hey, you should leave Bayern and come join us in the Conference League." It's a tough sell, and I think everybody will be in for him, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so Ted says it's Reddit in real life. Okay, that's good to hear, because I was saying generally I think that's it's different, which is good. I would just hope it would be more red. But I prefer this over the home kit. The home kit, I don't like the V. I don't like the V on the neck. But yeah, if this one is redder, as Ted is saying, so Ted says it's red, and since that rhymes, it must be correct. Stefan says international tops are dull and don't change much. I mean, what can you do with an all-white top? That's the thing. Like in my head, I genuinely could not tell you the difference between any England kit that's ever existed. The only one I distinctly remember, the only England kit I distinctly remember is the one that had a red vertical stripe that went all the way down. I just remember that one because it was different. But every other kit, I just don't remember them. I guess you're right. I guess there's only kind of so much you can realistically do. Yeah, I've gotten bored of the game after about 25 minutes. The Brazil kit is cool, as in the one they're wearing today, or the home kit. Colombia, Croatia in a bit, nice. Is that friendly, or is there something on the line for that game? Ted says the kits are so much nowadays. It made the BBC News homepage. It's about 120 quid, I think. 120 quid, which is insane. I remember when they were 30 quid. But yeah, 120 quid is crazy. Oh, it's a friendly, fair enough. The thing is, they are actually being they are actually quite competitive in this game at the moment, but there haven't really been any clear-cut chances, to be honest with you. Also, there's a pro kit and there's a normal kit for international for international teams as well now. Oh wait, what's this? Hold on. This one's 130 quid. Is this the pro kit then? This one, which is 130 pounds. Right, so this one does look more red. This one does look more red compared to the other one that was pink. But this one looks more pro. This one looks like more of a pro kit compared to the pro kit. But is that because this guy's a bit more hench? So it just looks it. Yeah, this one's pro. It's alright. It's alright. It's simple, but I like simple kits. I don't like it when they overcomplicate it. Grace wants a Liverpool shirt, but the newest one. I mean, you don't want this season's. I guarantee you that you do not want. You don't want this season's. The thing is, towards the end of the season, the kits start getting cheaper. I think the Liverpool goalkeeper kit you can get for like 40 quid now, which is not too bad. Yeah, more red definitely looks a lot better. Hans Niemann says, "Can you Google Hans Niemann cheating?" I did. That's how I found out. That's how I found out who he was. You know, when you told me to do research, I found out about the whole Magnus Carlsen thing, which is very interesting. So has everybody bought out the new kits now? I've already got it though, so I'll be okay. But I doubt. I doubt we will. Ma has brought his kit already from the Communist Republic of China. Is it I've seen renders for next year's kit. It's the one with the kind of design on it. It looks pretty nice, I can't lie. Have they kind of released the away and the third kits yet, or is it only the home kit? Grace is popular. Everyone is calling Grace. Stefan buys old kits on eBay and charity shops for super cheap. I've got 50 by now. I mean, that's probably the that's probably the best plan overall, to be honest. The funny thing is as well, if you're picking them up for super cheap, as time progresses, their price kind of rises. So you're buying the kits when they're cheap, but in 10 years, 20 years, they're kind of worth even more. That's probably the best thing to do, all things considered. Grace's mom got a new phone, Pixel 10 Pro, £800. Very nice. What do you think of it? Have you used it? I have an iPhone because I'm boring. But have you used the Pixel? I used them a couple of years ago. They were decent. I speak Spanish. Hola. Is it hola? Hope you're good. Unfortunately, I do not speak Spanish. I speak a bit of French. I mean, it's funny. I'm going to Spain next week. I don't speak any Spanish. Ginger Lad, what channel is the game on? ITV4. ITV4. Do you think Arsenal's still going to win the league? The thing is, I've said all year I don't think they will. So I'm just sticking with that. I'm just what's the word? Not narcissistically. I'm just stubbornly sticking with that. I'm just stubbornly sticking with it. I don't think they're going to win it because that's what I said in September. But in all likelihood, at this point, they probably would. But I've just got to stick with my prediction. If City wins game in hand and win the league, it will be only 3 points. Very true. And we also have to. Ooh, France has scored. Who's that? Someone lobbed a keeper. Mbappe, of course. I was hoping it would be Ekitike, but it was Mbappe. No worries, Ginger Lad. Happy to help. Your name is Shanko. It's Shanko. You're a Muay Thai champion. It's not John Pork. It's Shanko. You are Islam's friend. iPhone gonna make the iPhone fold. I might get it. I'm a bit weird. I've never really understood the fascination with folded phones. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit weird. Probably because I don't like tablets either. But I've never really understood the fascination with kind of foldable phones. They exist, don't they? There's Pixel Fold. There's Galaxy Fold. I've never really felt the the inkling to buy one, which is probably good because they're pretty expensive. Sean says, "Come on, Ireland 2-1." Oh, nice, you're winning. Oh no, is that a prediction against Italy? Oh no, against Czechia, you are beating. Nice. That'd be a nice win if you keep that up, 100%. Yeah, about bad time is a goal. It was a nice goal, to be fair. He completely just kind of lobbed the keeper. I was hoping it was Ekitike because I saw Ekitike running off in celebration, but it was Mbappe. Alex says, "How's Hugo doing?" I mean, he's doing okay. I'm glad he's running around because I was super kind of worried when he kind of went down the other day that he might have a serious injury, but he seems okay. He's doing all right. He's running around a fair bit, which is probably the most we can hope for, should we say? Do you think Hans Niemann was innocent? I mean, you'd have to tell me. You are the expert. Grace's mom had a folded phone. She didn't like it. Yeah, I've never really understood the fascination. And I'm glad. I'm glad I've never understood the fascination because they're about $2,000 for a phone. But as I said, it's probably because I don't really like tablets. I have a suspicion this is potentially Fish's alternate account. Grace says W hat. Thank you. You know, Adidas, the Adidas website have a sale on for hats at the moment. And if you kind of order the hats by sale, kind of by the lowest price, the cheapest hat that they have on the website is the blue Adidas hat that you hate. So I just find that quite funny. That's on sale, but it's literally the cheapest hat on the website now. The US aren't ready for the World Cup in terms of in terms of the political situation from that perspective. Probably not. You're likely going to see kind of full stadiums in Canada, full stadiums in Mexico, but potentially half empty ones in the US. Yeah, so if City win the game in hand and beat Arsenal, then there'll only be a 3 points gap, and then you'd also have to consider City beat Arsenal in the cup final, and I've also beaten Arsenal in the league, so you'd probably kind of favour City at that point. Cunha with a shot. Goes wide. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? What I will say is, I think England have a decent shot. You could argue this is probably England's last big chance because this is probably the last major tournament where they're gonna have Harry Kane at his best. I think they've got a decent chance. The trouble is with England, it's the media again. The media, I feel like they put too much pressure on the players and they put too much pressure on the manager. So the media are getting on Tuchel's back now. To be honest, the media are gonna forever be on Tuchel's back because he's German. So they're just gonna be like that. And I can kind of say that given I'm wearing a Germany shirt today, but they're just going to be there kind of questioning every decision he makes, and they're going to be over-analyzing every decision he makes. And I think when that happens, it's just going to be kind of quite difficult for England to win. Ooh, France go wide again. But ultimately, it's probably going to be France or somebody. Pixel says, boo, England, Kane in so much form. 100%. It'll be interesting to see if he can kind of continue that into the World Cup. Hopefully playing for Bayern as well should give him a bit more confidence now. I'd like to think if he was kind of given a penalty in a semi-final now, he'd have more of a chance to score it. Whereas the one he had last time, he kind of hit over the bar. Oh, where's the new hat? It's in that other room. I'll have to wear it next time. Harley says, who scored Mbappe? Mbappe lobbed the keeper. Have you ever seen Mike Pazza, England manager? Jesus, I've not heard that phrase in like 20 years. Is that like, that's like a 20-year-old movie, isn't it? With that guy from My Family. No, not the guy from with the guy from the Royal Family. What was his name? But no, I don't think I've ever seen that. No. 1, 2, 4 thinks France could win it. They'd have to be the favourites. Lewis Hall should start for England for World Cup starting lineup. I think so. He's definitely good enough. Who would be the alternative? Luke Shaw. I'm not even sure if Luke Shaw's in the squad. So you'd hope so. You'd hope so. What Tuchel seems to be doing is not going for the big names, but going for the players that kind of fit his system and fit the way he wants to play. So I think that's a positive, because I think where England have perhaps fallen to the wayside in the past is that they've always picked the big names. So Tuchel hasn't picked Mr. 66. He said no, thank you. So that's a positive, that he's at least being a kind of proper forward-thinking manager. Nathan says, what you watching it on? ITV4. I can't lie, it's a pretty boring game, but it's on ITV4. Grace says, you're going to get that frog hat. You have to remind me what that is. Pixel says, class film. Mike Bassett. Hugo, as in Hugo Ekitike, plays for Liverpool. You need to log it onto Letterboxd. Yes, I was spying in your Letterboxd the other day. You've been quite busy. Last movie I watched was The Housemaids. It's got Sydney Sweeney and it's got Amanda Siegfried in it. Good movie, Housemaid. Grace says, I really like making you wait. About what specifically? Yes, 66 has not been picked, which is probably a good thing. And I'm not even just being selfish and kind of, I'm not thinking about it from a Liverpool perspective. If the manager says, or the head coach says, this player doesn't fit my system, I would rather the player was not picked. Because I think England far too often have kind of picked players based on their name. So if a manager is saying, look, this is the way I want to play, and this player doesn't fit, then it's good that he's not picked. Nathan says Poland versus Albania. Good game, really scrappy. Good to hear. Billy thinks Kwanzaa should be in the squad for World Cup. He's been classed this season. He's been good. He's been good for Leverkusen. I guess what makes it a bit difficult is England have kind of quite a few centre backs, so there's a kind of fair amount of competition. And this is going to sound kind of harsh, but I still feel like the Bundesliga, and I can say this since I'm wearing a Germany shirt, I still feel like the Bundesliga isn't quite up there with the Premier League and La Liga. So that could kind of influence how good he looks, but he has been better. I do agree with that. Archie says, who will replace Salah? Maybe Chiesa will get more starts. There's no chance Chiesa gets more starts, unfortunately. I would love to see Chiesa get more starts, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Liverpool are going to buy 2 wingers in the summer. Maybe one left-hand side, maybe one right-hand side, but 100% think they're going to buy 2 wingers. I would hope for one of those to be Michael Elise, but is he going to want to join a Conference League team? Who knows? But I think there'll be 2 wingers. Last movie I watched was Hard Target. Interesting. Was it good? Is Don Carlo playing 4-2-2-2? Says Mr. Default. To be honest, I've been barely paying attention to this to this game. I got bored after about 20 minutes, so we've been talking about all random stuff. We spent the last 5-10 minutes rating kits. It was kind of unanimously agreed that the England away kit is a bit nicer than the home kit, and I'd probably go with that as well. So that's what we've been doing. Grace says, "What kind of hat is it?" It's a cap. It's a bit of a different one. It looked better online than it did when I've got it now, but I will have to wear it. Yeah, we don't want them. And I know we're in desperate need of wingers, but I'd rather have 9. I'd rather have 9 players. Chiesa does deserve more time, but the weird thing is with Chiesa is he got called up to the Italy team and then he withdrew, I think, from the Italy team over fitness or something. So maybe Slot did have a point. Maybe Chiesa's not training, because why did he withdraw from the Italy squad? It's very bizarre. Maybe Luis Diaz to get a return. Yeah, Diaz ain't gonna come back. I think, and I think it would be the right thing for him to not come back. I think Liverpool need to look to younger players now. How old would Diaz be next season? 29. I would want kind of one winger who's maybe 25, 26, and one who's maybe a bit younger. I think that would be ideal. One of the Van Damme movies. You like any Van Damme movies? I'm not sure. I've seen kind of very many Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. There might be one, but I tend to watch more kind of horror type of movies, and he doesn't tend to be in those as much. 130 quid is crazy. But to be honest, 120, if we were here a few years ago, 120 quid would be crazy. And if we were here a few years before that, 110 pounds would be crazy. It's just non-stop. The thing is, I presume if they keep raising the price, I presume people must be buying them. It's insane to me. Even £75 for me would be crazy for a t-shirt, but if it's almost double that, I presume people must be buying them. But yeah, it is pretty wild. Probably why so many people get them from as Al says, why so many people buy replicas at this point. How can I be sure you aren't made out of AI robot pixels of unreality? I mean, you can't be sure. I very possibly am. I don't know quite how to prove that. But if if I find a way, I will. Bradford versus Brad. Yeah, it's Bradford. It's Bradford. It's Well, it's a free kick to Bradford. Again, it's confusing because Bradford are wearing blue, and whenever I see the blue, I keep thinking it's France, but it's quite confusing. But yeah, it's Bradford. I think Liverpool need a new right winger. Yes, left winger. Yes, they're sorted the strikers, Ekitike and Isak. I agree. I think centrally they're fine. As much as I hate Gakpo, I wouldn't mind him staying as a rotation option, because I'm also wary about making too many changes to a squad. But pacey left winger, yes. Pacey right winger, yes. And hopefully midfielder and potentially some players at the back as well. Yeah, Bradford versus Frankfurt. Yeah, 50. Yeah, 50 quid. Yeah, I'd probably agree to that. I think 50 quid. Generally speaking, 60 quid if I really wanted it. But 125 is crazy, and the crazier thing about that is next World Cup is gonna be what, 140 quid. It's just never seems to stop. Reluctant gamer loves horror movies, but my main horrors are slashers like Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Leatherface, and Ghostface. Oh yeah, because you were is that Scream? Is that Scream you were asking maybe a few weeks ago? Have you seen the latest Scream? And I was like, no. I like more kind of psychological horrors, but slasher horror is pretty good. Grace says, done any gaming today? Nope. Today I've been at work all day. I've done some cooking. I made some chicken wraps, and I gotta say, they came out really, really good. Chicken wraps with halloumi. I did a bit of gardening. As I said, I bought 12 strawberry plants, and I've planted one of them over there, if you can see, under a light. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if when the World Cup starts, am I gonna have strawberries by then? So that's the plan. That's why I've put it there under a light. So I've been doing a bit of gardening today, indoors and outdoors. I've been very busy. Oh, and I did exercise. I started doing deadlifts again today, and my back is like tearing apart right now. So that's probably why I'm quite sleepy. Grace's mum is home. Good to hear. Good to hear. Abdullah says, "Get Luis Diaz back." I think that ship has sailed. He probably wouldn't want to come back, and even if he did, probably be too expensive. Trust Academy Soccer says, "Greeting from our orphanage academy in Uganda. Please be our manager." Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds like a good cause. The island game is unreal. What makes it unreal? I'm a bit jealous because this Brazil game is rubbish. Have you ever had a 7-sided samosa? No. I mean, how would you even make a 7-sided? Like, is it like a septagon? Like, as in, because normally they're triangles, right? How would you make it 7-sided? I'm curious. Yeah, it did take I mean, I've been thinking about him for a while. Then I finally found a way to express my disdain about him. But to be fair, I said I wouldn't mind keeping him as a backup option. So I was nice. I was nicer than I usually am. Safji says Dewey. I think you might have made a typo there, but I understand. The goalkeepers are playing like it's a Champions League final. I'm a bit jealous. I might start watching that game instead. Does a 7-sided samosa taste different to a 3-sided? Good question. I'm curious about how it's 7-sided. Is it a septagon? Did somebody just try and make a 3-sided one and then they messed it up and then they said, look, here's a 7-sided one. So cool. But probably doesn't taste wildly different. I don't know if it would be soggy because of the shape. So if it's not pointy, does that mean it absorbs more oil and is therefore kind of soggy? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about this a bit too deeply. But I would doubt it would taste wildly different. Never. I did make chicken today, but it was peri chicken. I gotta say, it came out really good. I made peri chicken. The reason why I made peri chicken today is because I went out to eat the other day. I went to a cheap peri place because I'm trying to be a bit more cheap now. You know, after you spend £5,000 in Japan, you then say, you know what? Now I need to start being a bit cheaper. So I went to a cheap peri place, peri wrap, chips and a drink. Cost me £11. I was like, what? I went here because it was cheap. So then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna make peri chicken at home, and it was very good. Pixel loves peri. It was really nice, I gotta say. So I'll be making that again tomorrow. Never in my life would I think France versus Brazil would go head to head. Well, we are all surprised today that it is going ahead. To be honest, nothing much has happened in the game. Decent goal by Mbappe, but other than that, not much. No kids for Kelleher. I hope it was worth it, Queeve. That's where I went. I went to Pepe's. That's where I went. No, I was saying I went to. So there's in one of the kind of shopping bits where I live. There's a Nando's, and opposite there's a Pepe's. So I was thinking, you know what? I'm not going Nando's. Let's save a bit of money and go to Pepe's. And chicken wrap, peri peri chips, and a drink cost me like 10, 11 quid. I was like, what? When did that happen? There's a reason I crossed the road. Because Nando's is across the street, and if you cross the road, you go Pepe's. So I was a bit miffed about that. 100%. Nando's is so overrated. 7 quid for some mac and cheese. And the thing is, the mac and cheese is just a side. As soon as you start adding some chicken on, before you know it, it's 25 quid. So that's why I was thinking, okay, let's go Pepe's. I swear, I went Pepe's last year, and I swear the chicken wrap and the chips and the drink cost me £7. I swear it cost me £7 last year. So I was thinking, you know what? Let's actually go again. It's probably going to be £8. It cost 11 quid, which is why I made peri peri chicken at home today, and it was pretty good. Mr. Default's never seen a Pepe's in my life. Is it nice? It's good. Yeah, it's like a cheap Nando's. Like it does peri peri chicken. It's modeled after Nando's. Very similar kind of menus. I don't want to say it's. You know how Nando's is a bit more of a kind of posh restaurant these days. Pepe's is more of a takeaway / restaurant kind of place. But it's good. It's good. A lot of people say it's the best thing ever. I wouldn't go that far. But it's good. It's good. It's good. But yeah, I wasn't happy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I swear I had a Pepe's wrap meal last year, and it was 8 quid. So like it was £10 something this year, and I was like, huh? When did that happen? Stefan says, who do you hate most? Number 1, Cody Gakpo. 2, Margaret Thatcher. 3, Everton. And 4 is so bad he cannot name who it is. Cody Gakpo would be at the top of every single hatred list there could ever be. You could put Vladimir Putin as number 4, and it'd still be Cody Gakpo. Mr. Default does not like Nando's. A lot of people kind of seriously despise Nando's. I think it's alright. Like, it's fine. It's okay. But part of the problem is the portion sizes are so small that until you start getting what you want, you've ended up spending like 25-30 quid. Next time you go, tell me like how much it costs you. I don't know if it's just a regional thing. Okay, part of the reason I will say is he kept saying, "Do you want cheese?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I think cheese costs extra 50p, and I just kept saying yeah to everything because I was in my own zone. But even then, it can't come to £10-11. So I was very unhappy about. Grace says, why are you complaining? You have the money, lol. It's still the principle. That, you wouldn't pay. Here's a bit of toilet roll. I'd be very unhappy at paying £6 for a bit of toilet roll. It's the principle which just irritated me. Nando's whole thing is chicken and it isn't even nice. I'd rather KFC. Controversial. I don't like KFC. Like, they're different. They're different, but at this point, I don't like Nando's or KFC. Pepe's is gatekeeper worthy. Pepe's a nice takeaway. It's grilled chicken. Yeah, it's good. I just hope it also hasn't succumbed to inflation. As Mr. Default says, Dixie chicken is fried, yeah. I've not had Dixie chicken in a while. Dixie chicken's good if you want something cheap. But sometimes when you want something cheap, you'll kind of feel it the next you'll feel it the next morning, so you have to kind of balance that. Grace has never had a Nando's. You're not missing out. You're not missing out, to be honest. Stefan eats out at his local NHS hospital canteen. I get a full meal for £4. That's pretty impressive. I can't lie. These days, it's tough to get a full meal for triple that, I'd say. So, I mean, if you're getting a full meal for £4, that's pretty good. I would rather get my value for money for food than buy overpriced food that's made. I'm with you 100%. Dixie Chicken gave me salmonella. Damn. Yeah, best to not go there again. What is good, I guess, is that there's so much more choice these days. So if somewhere kind of poisons you, you can kind of avoid that kind of going forward. Stefan says Italy 1, Northern Ireland 0. Interesting. Who scored for Italy? I can't lie, this chicken conversation is way more interesting than Brazil was. Brazil versus... I couldn't remember who they're playing. France. Tenali scored, okay. Very nice. KFC is nice, but the problem I have with KFC is it's got... I go to it, it's barely fresh, that's my issue. If it's fresh all the time, yeah, it's good. I've got two major issues with KFC. Three major issues. Number one, it sometimes feels overly greasy and overly oily to the extent where it doesn't need to be quite that greasy, quite that oily. Number two, I feel like they overcook the chicken because they're probably paranoid about poisoning people. So they just overcook it just to be 100% sure they're not going to poison anyone. And number three, I detest the chips. They just can't do the chips right. Like back in the day, KFC used to get loads of hate because their chips were always really, really bad. And then they came up with this big marketing campaign that we've done new chips. But the new chips are rubbish as well. Just copy McDonald's. Just make normal fries. It's not that hard. Copy Dixie Chicken, Copy like UK fried chicken and all these little chicken places. Just do normal fries. They just keep overcomplicating the chips and they're never any good. That's another thing that irritates me about KFC. Ibrahim says they opened a Dixie next to my gym. I feel like they did that deliberate. You could a good bit of protein. I guess that's a positive. Grace loves Wendy's. Is that Wendy's? I've never had Wendy's. Is that a American chain? I've never had it. Whenever I hear the name Wendy's, I keep subconsciously thinking it's designed for 85-year-old women. So I'm not a Wendy, so I can't go there. But I've never been to Wendy's. Like say for example, Nando's so overpriced, so much greasy food. I agree. Yeah, agree with you 100%. Pixel says KFC potato wedges are so good. We don't have those in the British Isles. We have chips. But you have those on the East Coast. I'll admit, when I went to New York, I didn't go to KFC, so I might have missed out on that. We just have kind of normal chips here, and they're not all that great. Freddie says, "How's your game in the 60th minute?" Because we've been talking about Nando's and fried chicken and KFC for the last 15 minutes, and it's been more interesting than the game. And I'll fix the timer in a bit. Yeah, that's probably why they opened a chicken place next to the gym. 100%. Dixie Chicken mini burgers are worth it. I don't think I've had one. I might have to try it if it's good. Grace got 3 items from Co-op the other day. You were saying you got mini rolls. Did you get the mini chocolate rolls and you got 2 more items? You were supposed to get a Whisper, but you didn't. But I think I remember you saying. Reluctant Gamer goes to my local take. They're good. They're good. There are still some. Local takeaways that are kind of dirt cheap, and have a decent hygiene rating. 10-inch chicken pizza, chips, and a dip for £10. That's pretty good. I mean, that's less than I paid for a wrap. Gray says, "What's Dixie's? Is that American?" No, that's been in the UK for a while. It's like a fried chicken place, like a KFC clone. Does kind of fried chicken. You get burgers. Yeah, I'd say it's like a KFC clone. But controversially, I don't know if this is controversial, but Dixie chicken's better than KFC because KFC is not spicy enough. So if you gave me the choice, I'd pick Dixie chicken over KFC every day. No, I don't know if I've had that. I might have had it once, but I don't know if I have. How's Ekitike doing? He's alright. He's running around, which is a positive, which means he's not seriously injured. Yeah, it is half time for me. I've just not set the timer. But there you go. Yeah, you're right. Just shows how fellas can have a conversation about anything. And I can't lie, the chicken conversation's more interesting than this game. Some Newcastle fans are pathetic, saying if Tonali plays for Italy today, they'll be annoyed because he didn't play in the Tyne-Wear derby due to injuries. Yeah, some people take this thing a bit too seriously. What I will say is, when I went to Japan 3 weeks ago, I had Burger King for the first time in my life, and it was pretty good. Gotta say, I've never had Burger King in my life. I had it in Tokyo, first time ever, and I thought it was good. I've realized I've been missing out. Like, it wasn't the best thing ever, but I thought, you know what, it's decent. KFC's always, yeah, it can be cold. Dixie mini burgers were £1. They upped the price to $1.29. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. And next year there will be £1.50. Raising Cane's. What is that? What is Raising Cane's? Yeah. Dixie's better than KFC. I'd agree with that. More options. And the food's a bit spicier, which I like, and it's a bit cheaper. Best thing from KFC is the gravy. I've never had it because I've never been much of a gravy person, so just the sight of it kind of puts me off. Gray says Wendy's is better than McDonald's. Is that what it is? Is it like a McDonald's clone type of thing? I've never been. I've seen it, but I've never actually been inside. Have you ever been to Japan? I've never been. do I still talk about it too much? I want to go back, I can't lie, but maybe next year. Tonali scored. Indeed he did. Isabel has a professional opinion here because she is a professional chef. Dixie's is very shop dependent. It's a franchisee type of thing, isn't it? You could be right. You could be right. Some shops probably good. Some shops may be good. Sometimes maybe, as Gattuso said. I used to have Burger King in the early 2000s. And got the bean burger. They were amazing. I've never been back. I've never had it in my life. Never had it. Never ever had it in my life. And I went for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was pretty good. What I will say, that I found really, really weird, there was a woman eating chips with her chopsticks. I thought, that's weird. I was like, really? So she had like chopsticks and she was eating the chips like with chopsticks, and I thought, that's so bizarre. But then I thought about it. Some people eat chips with a fork, so that's probably the same thing to her. But I was just like watching her, thinking I've never seen that in my life. Aldi or Lidl? I'll go with Aldi. 100%. What is this Raising Canes thing? And I've genuinely never heard of this in my life. Zoran Mamdani says who scored? Mbappe. Mr. Default loves the Mackies. I believe your go-to order was a Big Mac meal and the wrap of the day. Is that correct? Sausage rolls with barbecue sauce and gravy. Fair enough. I'll be honest, I've never been a massive gravy person. Pizza Express is good. Whenever you have Pizza Express, you feel like it's relatively healthy because the base is not too thick. I know it's probably still not healthy, but you don't feel terrible. So that's a positive. So on Whitby, Tonali, our future centre midfielder, has scored. I saw there's rumours that you might replace Casemiro with Tonali. How much would he cost though? He surely must be quite expensive, like 100 million more, or maybe less. I signed him on FC25, so if we get him, then it's because of me. I'm ashamed to say, in the season before Jadon Sancho went to United, I signed him for Liverpool in whatever FIFA that was, and he was really good. So I was a bit annoyed when you got him, but thankfully he turned out rubbish. Yeah, filet fish is underrated. It doesn't get the respect that it deserves, but I think it's pretty solid. But what I will say is it has gotten thinner. I've got somebody kind of commented this on some sort of TikTok video, and I've got the top comment on there where I'm saying it's good, but it has gotten thinner over the years. And there's people gaslighting, saying no, it hasn't gotten thinner. It has clearly gotten thinner. The filet fish has 100% gotten thinner. I know because I've had it all my life. So that's something that irritates me. Isabel says Burger King's is better burgers than McDonald's. That's what surprised me, because I kind of mentally had always assumed the Burger King burger was the same as the McDonald's burger. But I bought it. It's got like onions in there, and it's got proper onions in there, not diced onions. It's got proper onions in there. It's got a bunch of stuff in there. And I was like, damn, I've been missing out. But Mackey's does better nuggies and fries. Yes, I will say the Burger King chips were not as good. Best burgers go to Five Guys and Wendy's. I think Five Guys is alright. I've been a couple of times. I can't lie. I felt like it was a bit I felt like kind of Five Guys was a bit overrated. My favorite burger place is GBK, but everybody hates on GBK. But I love GBK. Wendy's I've never been, but Grace goes, so it might be pretty good. I personally think Shake Shack is the best. I've never been there, but I think you might have mentioned that as well, Shake Shack, because they're crinkle cut and they hold up if you order the cheese sauce on top. I need to go there. 100% need to go there. It's a food channel now. It's more interesting than this boring ass game when nothing's happening. I haven't even started the damn timer. But I'm glad Isabel has said GBK slaps, because GBK does not get any sort of respect. It's an amazing burger place. It's expensive. I can't lie, it's expensive, and it just gets more and more expensive every year. But GBK is very good. It doesn't get the respect that it deserves. But GBK is 100% up there. Grace says you're gonna go to the Minecraft theme park. I think I might stand out a bit. Stefan likes eating daffodils, coal, sunshine, and phone chargers, all free. I mean, all free apart from the phone chargers. 70 million at least for Tonali. How long he's left on his contract? Has he got a lot of time left on the contract? Arsenal lost to Man City, says Sonny. Humanity still exists. Just one request to the Lord: make Arsenal bottle again. Hallelujah. Well, the fact that you put a hallelujah at the end certainly kind of solidifies the point. It would be the funniest thing on earth. I think if they did bottle the league at this point, there's probably no coming back from that. You would think they would have to get rid of Arteta at that point, but they'd probably still keep him. Grace had the dough balls. Yeah, they're pretty good. Mr. Default says buying a filet fish from McDonald's is like buying a salad. Nah, the filet fish is good. The filet fish is pretty good, I can't lie. If a big club doesn't go for Tonali, that's crazy. Does he want to come over to Merseyside? I wouldn't mind him, but it's unlikely we get him. Are you scared of going to Old Trafford? Nope. And I won't be here. I'll be in Sweden. So if we get battered, I won't say it. I agree with this. Five Guys. It is expensive. I mean, it's fine, but I do. It's not doing anything special. Whereas what I like about GBK is that the burgers are a bit special. You know, you got like blue cheese and all this fancy stuff. Five Guys is simple, that's fine. But I feel like I can just make a Five Guys at home quite easily. That's the thing I don't like. How do you balance being mayor of New York and being a Liverpool YouTuber? Good question. I guess I work on my Manhattan duties during the day, and during the evening I can focus on other activities. But of course, what I've said doesn't make sense because I've actually referred to the same time period. If you think about it, filet fish is 100%. Filet fish is 100% smaller than it used to be. It used to be kind of quite thick. Like here's an iPhone. It used to be generally about this thick. It genuinely used to be about as thick as an iPhone, but now it's as thick as a biscuit. Have you had it recently? You know a digestive biscuit. That's how thick it is now. So that irritates me greatly. Yeah, put food in there. Yeah, Five Guys is expensive. Man City should go for Tonali. Do you think there's going to be a bit of a bidding war for him, for Mr. Sandro? Could happen. I mean, if he's available, he's a quality player. Wouldn't surprise me if quite a few people are in for him. Filet fish is like a fish finger sandwich, which is good. Yeah, can't go wrong. It just irritates me that it's gotten smaller and smaller, and it's not just the fact that the filet fish has gotten smaller. It's the fact that people gaslight you and say you're imagining it. No, it's not. It's always been that size. No, it hasn't. It used to be thicker. I remember because I used to actually buy it. MR10 says who scored? Mbappe. Steve says 5 Akis is another overpriced. I've never been there. I've seen it. I've never been there. I feel like not so much part of the problem, but part of the issue is there's so many new burger places these days that you don't get a chance to go to all of them. But is it good though? Like, is it worth trying once, would you say? Or is it just overpriced and kind of don't bother? When people tell me about Five Guys, they mention the milkshakes first. I've heard about that. The thing is, I try not to do that because I'm thinking I'm already consuming so many calories from the burger. Yeah. We've just been talking about like burgers. The thing is, before we were talking about burgers, we were talking about KFC and chicken places and Nando's and Pepe's. And now we're talking about burgers because this game has been boring as hell. But this is more interesting. What was I going to say? I try not to have the Five Guys milkshakes because I'm already going to consume a burger, which is going to be a double burger, and I'm already going to consume fries. So I just feel like if I have the milkshake as well, I'm taking years off my life. But I've heard they're very good. Steve said that 5 Aki's place is overpriced for smash burgers. Okay, it's probably not worth going then. Would you say? Grace says, Mom's telling me to shut up, but I've had no social interactions for 6 hours. What do you expect? Fair enough. Fair enough. I had Five Guys. It's like 20 quid for a burger meal. It might be kind of a bit more than that these days. It is quite expensive. And again, it's fine. It's fine. But I just feel with Five Guys, I could make that myself. I could just make that myself at home. It's not difficult. And I have made it myself. And granted, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Yeah, with a milkshake, it'll be 25 quid. So the fillet fish has gotten smaller. Oh, there's a sending off for somebody, but who cares? Possibly Dembele. Possibly Konate. It's because fish has got exponentially more expensive. People are dumb. Factually, the Tangerine Tyrant got more than the entire population of the UK to vote for him. So that says it all. They'll be like, well, hey, let's vote for the PDF man who is in the files. Yeah, I mean, apparently our energy bills are going up as well, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for that. I'm just seeing kind of who's been sent off. Is it Upamecano? Looks like Upamecano. But yeah, kind of everything's getting a bit more expensive, and I guess the route that they've taken is instead of increasing prices, they've decided just to reduce portion size. But fillet fish, last one I had, I think was in Budapest, and it was literally a biscuit. That's how thin it was. Fanta making a sub. Steve says, luckily it's spring, so Buffer will return. Indeed it is spring, which I'm aware of as I started my gardening today. Grace says, I've heard it's £13 for a burger in Five Guys. It is there or thereabouts, but it wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me if it was a bit more now. I feel like it was £13 when I went maybe a few years ago. Granted, it was in central London, that one that I went to, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was more expensive. Free kick by Brazil, but it is saved. Max for a 2-patty burger, should it be more than £6? The raw costs can't be that high because it is a beef burger specifically. It's pretty much just kind of ground beef, salt, pepper. That's kind of all you need. So £13-14 is a bit wild. They've been reducing portion size the entire time. Shrinkflation is real. It is very real. And it's like that with everything, not just with burgers, also with chocolate bars, also with crisps, also with, say, dishwasher tablets, like everything. It's just the fact that people say you're imagining it. I'm like, I'm not imagining it, because I've been purchasing this burger for the best part of 30 years, and I guarantee you this is smaller than it was. Konate is coming off. Didier Deschamps has seen enough. Tchouaméni looks confused about why Konate is coming off. Kante is coming on. I've not seen him in a while. I hope you're good, Catherine. Steve says, local Chippy used to do cheeseburger meals for £2. Those were the days. These days you'd be looking at a tenner. Best part of a tenner. Best part of a tenner at least. Tchouaméni's coming off as well. I didn't know Kante was still playing. Is Kante playing in Saudi these days? Is that where he is? I can't believe this match is still going on. I'm basically starving at this point. But I guess that's what talking. That is what talking about food for half an hour can do. Grace has switched over. Fair enough. Evening, King Sloth. Hope you're enjoying the international break. I am not. I'm not enjoying the international break. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The literally nothing of interest has happened in this game. The only interesting thing is we've been talking about chicken. We've been talking about burgers. We've been talking about literally everything apart from football today. So I don't blame you. It's a boring game. We've been talking about food for about half an hour. Reluctant Gamer says, by the way, I think this is the first time I get adverts popping up when watching your stream. Yeah, I've recently kind of passed some sort of threshold. They sent me some sort of message the other day to say I'm now a partner apparently. And I'm like, ooh, that's very posh. They've obviously not heard me swearing if they've given me partnership, but yeah, apparently that's a thing now. Isabel says no. The raw product isn't expensive, but when you're running a restaurant, you're paying staff, business taxes, possibly rent, energy. They have no cap for businesses. Then you got the product. That's more. Yeah, I guess it all adds up. And if oil prices are also increasing, that would mean cost of logistics is increasing, cost of transporting, cost of delivery is increasing, and then, yeah, I guess it all adds up. Grace says international games are boring if the teams. Yeah, I agree. King Sloth is saying, well, hopefully I would have visited Italy, Spain, and Netherlands before I'm back for the United game. Very nice. I'm going to Spain next week, and then I'm gonna miss the United game because during the United game I'm gonna be in Sweden. So I'm gonna miss the Man City game because I'll be in Spain, and then I'll miss the United game because I'll be in Sweden. So that's only 2 countries. So you have got me beat on there. But yeah, hope you have some good trips. Reluctant Gamer says that's good. You're a partner. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I have to be professional now, but I'm still gonna just talk about food for an hour instead. Grace says, when's your next stream after today? Not sure, to be honest. Not too sure. I don't think I'll get the time tomorrow. And then Saturday I'm going to be at Anfield. Maybe sometime next week, but I'm not 100% sure yet. King Sloth says, this is all paid for by the wife because I'm unbearable if I'm at home during the break. Fair enough. Might as well make the best use of it. Whereabouts are you going in Italy, Spain, and also Netherlands? Mr. Default's company has its own brand football shirt that I'm allowed to wear as uniform. It's great. Nice. What color is it? Is it blue? Because that's like the least United color I've ever heard. I think you had green with yellow trimmings shirts in the past. No, it's too late. It's your company now. You've called it your company, therefore it is your company. 1 on the back, nice. Grace says, have you got any pictures of your cat? Yeah, somewhere. Probably do somewhere. It's a roll of the dice. That's how I do it. So it could be anywhere. Makes it interesting. Yeah, I hear where you're coming from. I'm going to Madrid on Friday, and I'm going to the Bernabeu on Sunday, where I will try my best not to deface 66's seat, but might have to. But yeah, it should be good. It's too late. It is your company now. Isabel says the problem of it all is money is filtering upwards to a place it never comes back down from. I mean, Elon will be a trillionaire next. To put that into context, a million seconds is 11.5 days. A billion is 31.7 years. A trillion, 31,709. Ooh, Ekatike has scored. Ekatike has lobbed the keeper. I mean, I think it's. I think it's safe to say Ekatike is not as injured as we originally thought. Ekatike is 100% a boss. Nice finish, to be fair. Nice finish. Is it Elise? I think it might be Elise with the assist. Is that something we could see at Liverpool next year? Elise to Ekatike. It feels and it looks like they've got a pretty nice bond. Yeah, he did have a dead leg. People were worried the injury might be a bit more serious, myself included. But thankfully it. Jesus Christ, man! Is that Desiree Doué on the bench? France have Desiree Doué on the bench. Like if France don't win this World Cup easily, like France have got Ekatike, they've got Mbappe, they've got Desiree Doué, they've got Dembele. If France don't win this, it will be insane. That's Crazy FC guy, I believe. King Slot is saying, even though I hate Liverpool, it was a pleasure watching Salah in this league. I think that's fair. I think it's I think you can respect that. Say, look, I hate your team. I hope you lose. But from a player perspective, in terms of kind of seeing how the player performed, I think you've got to respect that. And I'd kind of feel the same or feel similar about, say, Wayne Rooney, for example. Wayne Rooney, I should detest because he played for Everton, and then he played for United, and then he played for Everton. So from a club perspective, I should absolutely hate his guts. But still to this day, I should update the score. Still to this day, when I kind of first saw Wayne Rooney at 16, I was like, damn. That sounds pretty dodgy. I mean it from a footballing perspective. I've never been quite as impressed with the player. How is Elise playing for France when he plays for Germany in Bayern Munich? The same way Upamecano and Kanate used to play in Germany. Yeah, France just have just too much strength in depth. Ekatike, Mbappe, Dembele, Desiree Doué, and there's probably a list of names that we're forgetting. France have the best attack. Portugal have the best midfield. Who has the best defense? Good question. It's who has the best defense from a player perspective and who has the best defense from a tactical setup perspective. Yuri says, who do you want to replace Salah? I'd love Elise. And I mean, Elise again, linking up very well with Ekatike today. I'd love Elise, but I think everybody's going to be in for him. I forgot about him. Yeah, Shirky, the bench warmer. Where's the who else they got? Zaire Emery's decent. Kolo Muani's decent. Yeah, I think France would have to be favourites 100%. Ekitike did score, and it was a very nice lob over the keeper. Van Nistelrooy, the most hated in the Premier League. What makes you say that? King Slot says, "Don't worry, we'll give him a good send off when we beat yous and put yous in the Conference League." Thankfully, I won't be here for that. I will be in Sweden. I will be in Sweden, being very Swedish. so if you batter us, I'll be okay. Jared Bowen, I would have taken him a few years ago. Do you think he's maybe the wrong age profile now? I definitely would have taken him back when Klopp was around, 100%. Shirky's overrated, says Mr. Default. Unless he forces the move. The thing is with Elise, there's a rumour that he has a release clause. So if a team were to pay that release clause, they would be able to get him, but of course he would want to. He would need to accept the deal. But from a transfer fee perspective, that does help. Sweden are winning the World Cup. Lindelof, Isak, and Gyökeres. I'm glad you put that in order of quality. Because we all know Isak's good, but Lindelof is the greatest Swedish player who's ever existed. Better than Zlatan. Yeah, that was crazy timing. Grace says, "Sup." We're actually talking about football now instead of burgers. Instead of it actually wasn't just burgers. It was peri peri chicken, then fried chicken, then burgers. But we're actually talking about football now. Steve says, "One more season, he'll get bored in Germany." How old is Elise these days? We have a quick look. Elise is only 24. I thought he was older than that. Yeah, 24, 25, I think. 24 apparently. I thought, and he's just turned 24 in December. So just turned, just roughly around Christmas time, turned 24. I thought he was older than that. He's definitely the right age profile. The only kind of concern I had for Elise in my head, and again, this was completely incorrect, but I just thought in my head, oh, maybe he's a bit too old. But no, he's a bit young. That's what I'm worried about, because it's a bit of a hard sell, to be honest. Hey Michael, you wanna leave Bayern to come play Conference League? It's a bit of a tough sell. It's not an impossible sell, but it's a tough sell. He could have played for England, says Steve. Indeed, he could have. Born in London. I mean, he gets in over Saka, right? I know what Mr. Default's gonna say, but I'd agree. You'd put Elise in over Saka, 100%. I might need to change that emoji now, Grace, since Salah's not gonna be here in a few months even. Yeah, Liverpool need a left winger and a right winger. They just generally need pace. That's been my big beef with the team. Complete lack and complete absence of pace within the team. Who's that you wanted to join? Is that Elise you want to join? I might need to update that on a slot emoji as well. He's not going to be around for much longer. Apparently Alonso might be coming in. Steve says, Saka, ever since that injury last season, he's never been the same. He's still extremely highly rated by Arsenal fans, to almost to a delusional extent. And I don't really understand it. Like, he's fine. I mean, he's fine, but he never really gets. Yeah, I was waiting for that. But I agree. Like, he's all right. Like, he's fine. But he never really delivers emphatic numbers. I could never really point to a season and say, you know what, that season he scored a bunch of goals, or he got a bunch of assists. I know that's not important for every position on the pitch, but you would hope for a kind of attacking player he would get better numbers. I just don't get it. And the way certain Arsenal fans defend him, I also don't quite understand. I mean, he's fine. I mean, he ain't that good, but whatever floats your boat. Yuri says United need a left winger too. I would be happy with Ndie or Diomande. Yeah, I think both of those will potentially be on the move. There's an animal on my drive. It's probably a cat. I just got a notification saying there's an animal outside your house. It's probably a cat. I mean, if it's a bear, I'm screwed. But it's probably a cat. It's so annoying. Saka is guaranteed the right wing spot. I'm just trying to think who else could there be. Maybe Morgan Rogers, or maybe a different formation. Saka, I've always thought is fine. Like he's anywhere from say a 6 out of 10. I don't want to say 6, 7, but he's a 6 to a 7 out of 10. He never really struck me as a world class player. I mean, if you look at Salah, how many seasons has he consistently scored 30 goals and got a bunch of assists? You just never see that from Saka. Steve says he was the shining light when we were going through dark times. I hear ya. Is he only 24 as well? I thought Saka... Why is my barometer on these players like completely off? I thought Saka was about 26, 27. I mean, I thought Elise was that age as well. Tonali, thoughts on Tonali to United rumours. I mean, he's a good player. If you were to get him to replace Casemiro, I think he'd be doing pretty well. Obviously the question is kind of how much would he cost? But if you can get him for the right price and the right wages, I think you improve your squad by getting him. Take care, Grace. Brazil should have won, but Brazil ain't done nothing today. That's the thing with Saka. Like he's had how many seasons? How many seasons has he had now? Yuri is saying he I think you're right, 17, 18, something like that. But has he he doesn't. I mean, ideally, you don't want a quote-unquote world-class player to have a standout season. You want every season to be a standout season. That's what you want. But with Saka, and again, I'm not hating. I'm just trying to be honest. I genuinely don't remember him having any sort of good season. So it is a bit puzzling. Pickford, Lewis Hall, Mark Gay, Harry Maguire, Reece James, Declan Rice, Kobe Mainu, Cole Palmer, Rodgers, Kane, Rashford. Yeah, I mean it'd be interesting to see that. I mean, you got Rice. I presume kind of Rice and Mainu would kind of be holding-ish. Maybe one of them goes forward a bit. Cole Palmer over Phil Foden. I agree with that. Rodgers, Kane, Rashford. Rashford's doing decently at Barcelona. And Rashford, to be fair, does also have a tendency to pop up with goals here and there. I'd be for that. I'd be for at least seeing that. Seeing how it works out. Oh, Brazil got one back. Don't know who it is. But Brazil have got one back. There's no extra time for this game, right? I hope. I hope not. What football team do you support? I support the team who are going to win the Champions League. I wish. No, I support Liverpool. You've caught me the only day I'm not wearing a Liverpool shirt. I'm wearing a Germany shirt today. This is literally the only time I've not worn a Liverpool shirt. But yeah. But normally I am. I don't hate Saka. Hate the Arsenal fans. Fair enough. Yeah, Bellingham. Yeah. Out of the kind of quote unquote attacking midfield options, in terms of say Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Bellingham, right now, the ranking I would put Palmer number 1, Bellingham number 2, Foden number 3. Foden's been a complete passenger this year, as he was last year. Rashford and Maguire always show up for England. It's weird. It is weird. It reminds me a bit of David Beckham back in the day. For his club, I can't remember if he was at United or Real Madrid at the time, but I think he was at Real Madrid at the time. For club, distinctly average, but kind of whenever he played for England, he would find not just an extra 10%, but an extra 70%. But Maguire especially, I think Maguire especially kind of extra shows up for England. Should never be extra time in friendlies. I hope not. I've got work tomorrow. So they better not be, but it's 2-1, so hopefully Le France they just see this game out. That would be ideal. What was the Brazil goal like? The ball was kind of bouncing. The ball was kind of bouncing about in the box, and then I think it was Bremer just kind of volleyed it in, but it wasn't like a particularly spectacular volley. It just kind of fell to him, and he kind of kicked it in after the ball was kind of pinballing around a bit. But yeah, let's hope there's not another goal. How's the game been? Not great, to be honest. We've been talking about burgers and chicken and your favorite burger, Burger King or McDonald's, Nando's or KFC. That's kind of what we've been talking about. Bradford are still losing to France. There will be no RS3s for anybody in the team if they lose this. I've seen enough 10-point deduction. that is the solution to most things. Who the hell's Alisson? Palmer, Bellingham. Whenever I see Alisson, I think the Liverpool goalkeeper. Luke Shaw. Oh right. Oh, you do mean Alisson. To be fair, Alisson's probably scored few more goals than Saka has. Luke Shaw, attacking midfielder, Gak post, and then Foden. I mean, if that's not a team, then I don't know what is. Yeah, there was a red card for Upamecano, I believe. It was just a bit of a bad tackle on the last man. Grace says, "Damn, I think I left too early. Didn't realize it was only 18th minute." No, that's fine. That's you. I mean, Brazil have scored one more, but I doubt much is gonna happen in the next 10 minutes. So I'm guessing it's been a really bad game. I mean, it's international football. Unfortunately, it's how international football kind of always is. Thankfully, when the proper World Cup comes along, it will be a bit more interesting because there's a bit more kind of on the line. But yeah, generally speaking, it is terrible. I've only kind of gone live today because on Saturday I'm going to the Legends game, and then next week basically I'm gonna miss the next Liverpool game because I won't be here. So I figured let's see if we can just do this game today instead. So that's part of the reason. I think this is a silly question, but would you rather Liverpool win the Champions League or England World Cup? I mean, that's easy. That's easy. I thought you were going to say Liverpool win the Champions League or the Premier League, and I thought that's tough, but Champions League, but no, 100%. Liverpool Champions League, easy. Yeah, like easy. Yeah, I don't want Saka to have a trophy. I don't want Declan Rice to have a second trophy. They can focus on getting to finals and getting knocked out by City. I want Curtis Jones to have a trophy. Thought this would be like a 4-2 game. I thought that as well. I thought it would be kind of high scoring. But it's been I wouldn't say it's been too defensive, but there just haven't been many clear-cut opportunities. Good finish by Mbappe, good finish by Ekitike, but other than that, I mean, Vinny's on now. Yeah, it is a friendly, as JH and Ayan are saying. So I guess we should have maybe expected this to a certain degree, but it's fine. It's fine. Grace says it's just so that I can watch TikTok before I go to bed. Yeah, no worries. To be honest, this is probably done in 5 minutes, but yeah, no, all good. I doubt you'll miss anything. So the TikTok before bed is probably better, to be honest. JH says it just bores the life out of me when there's no club football. I agree, 100%. Like international, the thing that irritates me, and this is gonna sound so big-headed. It irritates me when people who don't normally watch football get super excited for the World Cup. You know, like Barbara and Margaret at work. Just some randoms at work, like, oh, it's the World Cup, yay! And I'm like, yeah, but this thing that you're watching is not as good as the thing that's on the other times. It's just like, I get why it happens, but it's like you're getting all excited about internationals, but it's the club football that's more interesting, way more interesting. What's the best game you watched? Mr. Default's favorite game was Liverpool 7, United 0. I understand that. I understand why that would be your favorite game. Now, to be honest, my favorite game would be between the Istanbul final versus AC Milan 2005, or the Barcelona 4-0. But to be honest, I'd go for the 2005 Champions League final against AC Milan. That'd be number 1, and the Barcelona game would be number 2. Take care, Grace. The best game Ayan has seen was the 2022 final. Fair enough. It was a good game. Oh my God, it's the World Cup. Is Salah gonna score? Is Salah gonna score for England? Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, a couple of people would have said that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I swear, everybody and their dog watches the World Cup, but then when it's club football, nobody cares, and that's annoying because I think, and you think, and to be honest, most people think the club football is just way better. The level is higher, and the game itself is so much quicker. I just find international football is slower. Maybe because they've been training together less, and they had less time to practice drills and have less time together. But I just find international football slower, whereas club football, and especially kind of Champions League, Premier League football, is so fast. It's just way better. So I just feel like people are 100% missing out. Why doesn't the goalkeeper just, I mean, he's got the ball in his hand. Why is he kicking it? He can just run all the way to the other side and just throw it in. He can just throw it in. Yeah, generally speaking, Champions League games are my favorite for the obvious reasons, and also because there's so much on the line. And also because it essentially turns into a knockout competition, teams have to go for it. So there's no like playing for a draw. I know sometimes teams play for penalties, but generally speaking, teams go for it. And I think that just makes things more interesting. Yeah, that's a good point as well. There won't really be kind of any youth players because it'll be all kind of seasoned, experienced internationals, which makes it a bit less predictable. It's sometimes fun when some random youngster pops up and starts scoring goals, and that's another thing you don't get in international tournaments. Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing, but it's not club football. It's one of those things where even when the World Cup's on, I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but I can't wait till pre-season starts. If it seems that most people kind of agree with that. Playing for penalties is insane, 100%. In the World Cup, they're going to use VAR for corners. I look forward to that being implemented correctly and smoothly without error, because let's be honest, it will not. Yeah, that one was not too long ago. City Madrid, where Rodrigo scored twice in a few minutes. Yeah, I think that was about 2-3 years ago, something like that. That was pretty good, to be fair. That was semi-final, I think. That's semi-final. Or was it the final? It's one of those. Ooh, just wide from Brazil. VAR is a good idea if used right, but at this point, just scrap it. I think they're just overcomplicating the rules with the kind of clear and obvious nonsense. Maybe maybe it just needs a level of kind of simplification, because I think the more you make something complex, the more holes you kind of introduce. I mean, if they are intent on kind of clear and obvious, why don't they just have a timer that pops on the screen, right? So a 10-second timer, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And if the VAR does not change it in 10 seconds, it is therefore not clear and obvious, and just go with the referee decision. Surely that's the way to do it. That's what I think. If you are insistent on clear and obvious, have a timer that comes on the screen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And if the VAR does not change it in the 10 seconds, it is therefore not clear and obvious. And that way you keep the pace in the game as well. You're not sitting around twiddling your thumbs for 5 hours. That's what I think. But I don't make the rules. Maybe they should let me be in charge of it for the Premier League. No bias at all. 100% no bias at all. I've looked forward to Liverpool having a goal difference of minus 70 because everything was disallowed. But yeah, no bias. I was so happy when I saw the away goal rule removed. I can't lie, I was a bit disappointed when that went away, just because it introduced a bit more volatility and a bit more desperation. I just like, maybe I'm just used to it from when I was a kid. I was a bit sad when it went. I mean, ultimately it's potentially the right decision, but it just made things a bit spicier, I think. Shaway says Salah or Hazard, both good, but I'd go for Salah. James needs Wales to clutch up right now, please. I mean, James has said please, so if Wales could just listen. Because James is very well mannered. What's going on in the... Ooh, is that extra time? Dan James, I forgot he still existed, Dan James. Dan James scored in the 51st minute, and then Edin Dzeko. I forgot that he existed as well. I understand where James is coming from. But he passed it from his own half. How is it offside? Because you said so, yes, and you called the rules for VAR. Yeah, Salah all day, 100%. Like Hazard's good. I often feel like whenever kind of people propose these debates, let's say, I don't know, Salah or Hazard or Ronaldo or Messi. I often feel like if you say player A, there's then an inference that player B is terrible, and I have to sometimes reaffirm that just because I'm saying Messi doesn't mean Ronaldo's terrible. Yeah, what is it's a World Cup qualifier by the looks of it. It's just so the Brazil one that I'm watching is a friendly. Prim Ronaldo or Lamine Yamal, please. No, you'd have to go for Ronaldo, surely. I mean, I was gonna ask, do you mean Cristiano Ronaldo or Brazilian Ronaldo, Nazario? But either of those, you'd have to put above Yamal. To be fair to Yamal, he's still very young. His career hasn't really taken off yet. He's what, 19, 20, something like that. So it's tough to say, but based on right now, you'd have to go for Ronaldo. But it's almost unfair on Yamal because he's just starting out. Mr. Default, imagine being that bad. I hope they get through. Just 2 minutes to go in this game. Don't let Brazil score because I have work tomorrow. James says, even if we do win, we have to play for Italy for the final game. How are Italy doing? Italy have beaten Northern Ireland. Tonali and Moises Keane. Well, I'll be supporting you if that counts. It would not be funny if they score. And I'm getting really oh Jesus Christ, they almost scored. they just took a long shot from nowhere and it almost just went in with 1 minute to go. Literally, as you were saying, so funny if they score. The ball literally almost went in. Keane is Italian. I believe I learned that a year ago. But I wasn't sure at the time, but he is. How's it going, confidence? I bet that Tonali goal is a banger. He's got such a powerful shot in him. He's a good player. He's good. And if you get him, I think he will improve you. I mean, I'm not sure Newcastle will be happy about that, but that's another story altogether. What's going on there? I reckon they'll probably get rid of Eddie Howe in the summer and then maybe rebuild. I don't think we'll get him. I want him though. I got a weird feeling, unfortunately. I've got a weird feeling you'll probably end up getting him. Okay, France is playing keep ball now, and they lose the ball, and they give Brazil a chance to counter attack, but with a good tackle, and they just give the ball back to Brazil. Yeah, Nuno Mendes is not happening. My weird feelings don't quite extend. Don't quite extend to the impossible. Yeah, PSG gonna tie that guy down. Like, I won't finish that sentence, but yeah, he's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Zebu says, are underdog stories in modern football basically dead because of financial gaps, you reckon? It depends what you class as modern football. Would you still count Leicester as modern football? I'd still say that was kind of relatively modern. I would say it depends. I would say it depends on the league. I would say in the league, in the Premier League in general, there is money, but lots of teams have money. So I don't know. I think you could still get kind of underdog stories in the Premier League just because the league as a whole is so strong. So I think it's still possible in the Premier League. Whereas if you look at other leagues, for example, French league, German league, I know you had Leverkusen last year, but generally speaking, I think Spanish league, in the other leagues, it's a lot harder, I think. So it's not impossible, but I'd say unlikely, but it's not impossible. Yeah, the Leicester one's probably the best example. Was that one 2015, 2016? Sounds about right. But yeah, I guess the question should be, to a certain degree, do we think the Leicester thing could happen again with, I don't know, with Leeds or something, or Southampton? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Success doesn't necessarily have to be winning the league. If Brentford were to get Europe, that is a success. That is a underdog story as well. So I think they are still possible, but to varying degrees in the different leagues. Bodo Glimt beat City, Inter Milan, Atlético. Very true. Sean Dyche. I do remember Sean Dyche. Yeah, I'd say it's still possible. It's unlikely, but by virtue of being a underdog story, it's not particularly likely. But underdog stories are always good. I was gonna say, and if you want to consider another underdog story, United might get Champions League this year. But I'll stop myself because we are probably not gonna get Champions League, so I can't really say that. Joseph says, you heard all these new AI World Cup songs? I have not. I've still got Kim Jong-un is the master of... I've still got that AI song in my head. But I mean, if you're saying they're decent, I might need to check them out. Well, I'm curious about what's gonna happen with Amorim. Is he gonna maybe go back to Portuguese league? Is he gonna try a different league? I mean, what's the crack with him? I mean, he's probably enjoying his payout currently, but then once he gets bored, he will probably come back to management. Do you think VAR actually made cheating smarter rather than eliminating it? I don't know about cheating. I would say it had a goal and it probably hasn't fulfilled that goal. The thing for me is, I think it's relatively simple. So the implementation of VAR that they want to do is clear and obvious. So it's there to stop clear and obvious mistakes. The way I think you should do it is, as soon as there's a VAR call, put a timer on the screen that's 10 seconds. And it counts down from 10 to 1 or to 0. And if the VAR doesn't change it in 10 seconds, it is therefore not clear and obvious. And therefore just move the game on. This whole like drawing a line and, is like one of his balls over the line and is the other ball behind the line. It's that if you're going to that degree, it's not clear and obvious because you're having to get the ruler out. So I think you should time box it. And if you can't make a decision in that time, stick with the referee's decision and then move on. And then that way you keep the pace in the game. There's nothing more annoying than a game stopping for about 5 minutes as they kind of get the rulers out and the spirit levels out. That's what I would do. £10 million payout. How is he surviving? Yeah, I just feel so bad for that poor guy. You know, he's only got £10 million. What does £10 million get you these days? It gets you 2 meals at Nando's, like we were talking about before. So I hope he's okay. I mean, Nando's ironically is also Portuguese, so maybe he gets I was gonna say maybe he gets a discount, but he probably doesn't. Yeah, I hope Mr. Amorim is enjoying life. But anyway, I think Brazil have lost. I think. No, there's no good in your goal. The game ended. The game ended, thankfully. So it was all right. I can't lie. Yeah. I think it ended like 2 minutes ago. But I can't lie. The game was rubbish. But the burger conversation and the chicken conversation were a lot better. Anywho, I'm gonna go now because I got work tomorrow, and on Saturday I'm going to Anfield to watch Liverpool legends versus Dortmund legends. I was gonna say, so Gerrard's gonna be there, Thiago's gonna be there, Klopp's gonna be there. Should be pretty good. I might be back next week. I don't know, but we'll have to see. International football just doesn't quite hit the same, but that's why we talk about chicken and burgers instead, because they always hit regardless. Anyway, it's fucking 10:15. I'm going to go to sleep because I got work tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a nice, what day is it? Thursday and Friday. And yeah, see you guys soon. Take care.